Aquí agarró atrás de Palomares.
Hijo, se nos quemó la casa. Se nos quemó la casa.
A large forest fire has put authorities in Concepción on high alert, particularly due to the blaze's proximity to El Manzano prison. In a statement, the Gendarmerie, Chile's prison service, reported that they are closely monitoring the situation and will evacuate approximately 3,000 inmates to other prisons if necessary. NASA's Fire Information System for Resource Management, FIRS, monitors active forest fires worldwide. Since 6:00 p.m. on Saturday, January 17, they have been monitoring the progress of the Trinitarius fire. At that time, they had already identified the blaze as starting at the Trinitarius farm, located near Chilean in Concepción province. The fire's spread was fueled by weather conditions in the area, including high temperatures and gusty winds. According to local authorities, the fire destroyed entire neighborhoods in the southern Biobío region, forcing thousands of people to evacuate to temporary shelters. The images showed the flames spreading and engulfing buildings, with thick smoke obscuring the horizon under a thick orange haze. Collapsed buildings and charred cars lined the burned-out streets.
Mira, hermano, weón. Mira, weón. Vine a ver para arriba, weón. Mira, weón. Mira, weón.
Early Sunday morning, Chilean President Gabriel Boric declared a state of emergency for the regions of Ñuble and Biobío. This allowed the government to deploy troops to the areas, where the fires have burned more than 24,000 hectares, or about 60,000 acres, according to the Forestry Commission. Forest fires in Penco, Lurquán, and Concepción in less than 20 hours. Satellite monitoring systems have shown the rapid spread of forest fires in Penco, Lurquán, and Concepción in the Biobío region. More than 10,600 hectares have burned. According to information provided by authorities, 24 forest fires have been recorded across the country to date. According to the latest report from CONF, National Forestry Corporation, 9 fires have been recorded in the Ñuble region and 2 in the Biobío region. These fires have left 16 people dead -15 in Biobío, and more than 19 injured. Some of the forest fires are burning near populated areas, prompting the National Security Agency, CENIPRID, to issue more than 80 SAE, situational area emergency, warnings for residents to evacuate their homes. On Sunday morning, Interior Minister Alvaro Elizalde announced that in Ñuble, more than 160 people were in designated facilities, while in the Biobío region, approximately 700 people had sought shelter in such centers. The 16 deaths are the first official toll from authorities regarding the forest fires that have reached populated areas in Penco, Tuma, and Concepción in the Biobío region, destroying entire urban areas such as Ponte de Pera. As reported by Biobío, the fire quickly spread from a hotspot at Bridge 1 on the road between Concepción and Florida, becoming several fires covering 3 municipalities and an area of nearly 5,000 hectares. Unfortunately for residents, overnight weather conditions caused the fire to spread rapidly. Similar to Sunday, Saturday also saw high temperatures, reaching 26 to 28 degrees Celsius, unusual for the Bio coast, even in summer, while the so-called Pulchu wind began to blow. This is a gust of hot air originating from the Andes Mountains, reaching speeds of 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. Most firefighting teams were unable to operate for this reason. Aircraft were unable to operate at night due to poor visibility, and personnel were also unable to do so due to the risks involved in navigating rugged terrain with rapidly spreading fires. However, local authorities criticized the central government for its slow response in preventing or at least containing the fire from reaching urban areas. One of them was the mayor of Penco, Rodrigo Vera, who, while unwilling to engage in political criticism, delivered a desperate plea to authorities in the early hours of the morning for immediate action, after being told the response would begin at 9 o'clock a.m. on Sunday. Your Excellency, President Boric, from the bottom of my heart, I have been here for 4 hours. A commune is burning and I have no government presence, nothing more than a presidential delegate with good intentions, but without executive capacity. Please, President of the Republic, how do we proceed operationally now? Similarly, the mayor of Loda, Jane Vasques, commented, strongly criticizing the authorities' refusal to provide immediate resources to deal with the emergency, which left 15 Loda firefighters trapped in the hills of Penco. The Army's Forestry Brigade can operate, but it's very different for a civilian like the presidential delegate, which I have nothing against, but who has no training for situations like this, compared to a rear admiral who is responsible for controlling operations to deal with emergencies, providing state resources, and coordinating those resources, he stressed. One final situation that caught the attention of residents who spoke to Radio Bio several times was the lack of visibility of aircraft to fight the fires once the day had already arrived. When asked about this, the director of CONF Bio, Esteban Cross, confirmed that the entity had 10 aircraft, 5 airplanes, and 5 helicopters operating in the area, and that it was difficult to see them due to the vastness of the affected area. However, by checking aircraft traffic using the Flight Radar app, as of the closing of this article, it can be confirmed that most air resources remained concentrated in the San Rosendo area, where another fire was burning, now under control.